Let's go ahead and start in child's pose, please, at the back of the mat. Bring your big toes together. Knees can be hips distance apart today. Lower your forehead to the mat as you reach your arms out in front of you, palms face down, close your eyes. If you'd like to get into your hips a little bit more, feel welcome to spread your knees a little bit wider than the width of your hips. Just take a moment to settle into your first shape of the day. Make a conscious transition from whatever you were doing before you hopped onto your mat. And let it go, just transition here into your practice here and now. Notice the sensation of the mat under your fingertips, under your forearms, elbows, forehead, knees, shins, and the tops of your feet. Draw your attention to your belly. Take a slow, deep inhale through your nose. Feel your spine lift. Open your mouth. Exhale, side all the way out. One more like that. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Draw that breath in through the lungs. And open the mouth. Now breathe in and out through your nose. Nice, even inhales and exhales. Gently blink your eyes open. Come up to all fours, tabletop. Shoulders stacked over your wrists, hips stacked over your knees. Knees are hips distance apart. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with all 10 fingers. We'll warm up the wrists first. So rock forwards and backwards. Shoulders beyond the wrists, shoulders behind the wrists. We're not looking for any aggressive movement here, just be gentle. Turn your left fingers out to the left, right fingers out to the right, rock side to side, right to left. Stop rocking, turn your fingers to point towards your knees and gently sink your hips back towards your heels. Open up the bottoms of your wrists. Just stop at the edge of sensation. And shake your hands out. Place them down on the mat, fingers pointing straight forward. Cat-cow, starting with cow. Let the belly fall. Inhale, draw your chest forward, look up. Exhale, lower your head, round the upper back, tailbone tucks. Inhale, let the belly fall, chest draws forward, gaze lift. And exhale, push the earth away, round the back. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, round the back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round the back. Find a neutral spine in tabletop. Inhale your right arm out to the right and up to the sky. Exhale, thread it under your left arm, outer right shoulder, right side of the head, touch down. Thread your needle. If you'd like, pop up onto your left fingertips. Maybe you reach your left arm forward towards the front of the room, or you might even play with draping the left arm behind your back. Find a shape that suits you today. One is not better than the other. Return your left hand under your left shoulder, press back up to tabletop. Inhale your left arm out to the left and up to the sky. Exhale, thread it under your right arm, outer left shoulder, left side of the head, touch down. Whatever you did with your left arm on the first side, do it with your right here now. Return your right hand under your right shoulder, press back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, press on back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go ahead and bend one knee and then the other. Just pedal out the legs as we settle down. Take a look at your feet. Make sure they're hips distance apart. Heels scrub away from each other slightly so that they disappear behind your toes. Hands or shoulders distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Index fingers and thumbs anchored down. Rotate your outer shoulders away from each other and then down towards the mat. Ears line up with those upper arms. Draw your low belly in as you send your hips diagonally back and up. And breathe. Shift forward to plank pose, upper push-up position, shoulders stack over your wrists, heels press back. Remember, you can always lower your knees in this shape if you like. Otherwise, arms are strong. Don't let your heart dip in between your shoulders. The bony bones at the front of your hips draw up towards your face, but at the same time, roll your inner thighs up towards the ceiling so you're not over tucking your hips. Lift your right foot just an inch up off the mat. Oh, I know, we're just getting warm really fast today. Set your right foot down, lift your left toes up an inch. Set your left foot down, take an inhale here in plank. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Leading with the top of your spine, inhale, roll forward to plank. Lean your shoulders beyond the wrist, bend the elbows, lower all the way down to your mat. Release your forehead down to the ground, release the toes, the tops of the feet are down. Reach your arms back along your sides, palms plant on the mat outside of your hips. Reach those fingers so far back that your heart lifts and your shoulders lift, your gaze lifts. Find that nice little back bend. Maybe your feet drift up off the mat. If the feet drift, bring your big toes to kiss and anchor your hip bones down onto the ground. Press down into your middle fingers. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lower everything down. Bring your palms outside of your low ribs. Tuck your toes. Maybe push all the way back up to plank. Either way, down dog, hips up and back. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Feet can be hips distance apart. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, glance out. Exhale, fold, look down and back. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold into your legs. Turn your big toes in slightly. Interlace the hands behind the bottom of your skull. Relax your neck. Bend your knees slightly so your belly touches the tops of your thighs. Notice if your weight is all the way back towards your heels. Shift your weight a little bit forward towards your toes. Feel that release of the spine from out of your hips. Switch the interlace of your fingers behind your skull. Now interlace the hands behind your low back. Gently draw those hands up and overhead. Try to keep your palms touching if you can. Lift those hips a little bit higher towards the sky. If lacing your hands is too much, just hold opposite elbows. Switch the lace of your fingertips or the hold of your elbows. You always want to be even on both sides. Lower your hands down to the mat, soft bend in your knees, pull your low belly in. As you slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Head and neck will be last to come up. Roll your shoulders into your ears, back and down. Walk up to the front of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, reach your arms up, lengthen up tall. Exhale, hinge your hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Use your knees if you like. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows lower halfway, chaturanga. Pin the elbows in, flip the toes over. Inhale, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Flex your right toes, turn them south. Your right hip is gonna be at the same level as your left here. Take an extra inhale here. Exhale, right knee to your nose, shoulders stack over the wrists, round the back. Inhale, extend the right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to outer right shoulder, come forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to the right, outer right shoulder. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. This time, exhale the right foot forward in between your hands. Drop the back knee, release the toes, inhale your arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. We're looking to open up the front of the left hip here. So see if you can soften into that stretch without closing your right hip crease. Reach your left arm forward, right arm back for a twist. Both palms face the right side wall here. Keep that spine lifted. Set your left hand down, reach your right arm up to the sky. Now take this time to make sure that your right knee is stacked directly over your right ankle. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee up. Wrap the left shoulder back. Grow your left ribs towards the front of the mat and then revolve them towards your right thigh. Back leg is active. Set your right hand down, step your right foot back to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Flip the toes over, inhale, up dog, hips and thighs lift. Exhale, down dog, roll over the toes. Inhale your left leg back and up. Lift that left leg by the inseam of the left thigh. Extra inhale here. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round the back, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Inhale, extend the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to outer left shoulder. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross left knee to right elbow. Inhale, back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Take it slow. Inhale, back. Exhale, outer left shoulder. Inhale, back. Exhale, cross. Inhale, back. This time, exhale the left foot forward in between the hands. Drop the back knee, release the toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. So if you notice that the top of your left hip is glued to the top of your left thigh and you're leaning forward or arching the spine, press down into your left heel so you can zip the spine up. And then soften into the front of your right hip. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back, palms face the left side wall. Sit your right hand down, left arm up to the sky. Right hand anchors down as your left arm reaches up to the sky, creating space in between the shoulder blades. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee up. Rotate towards your inner left thigh. Sink your left sitting bone towards that left heel. Set your left hand down, step your left foot back. We'll move through chaturanga or skip it, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward past the hands. Walk, step, or jump to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reach up, stand up tall, Tadasana. Exhale, palms to prayer. Let the arms fall, inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or float back to soft elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's Sun Salutation Series A. You can always skip the half push-up position and step back from forward fold to down dog. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, or jump lightly to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, rise. Exhale, palms to prayer. Arms fall, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, bottom of the breath. Walk, jump, step. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time, inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms up to the sky. For the most stability, your feet can be hips distance. Traditionally, your big toes kiss with your heels an inch apart. Move your shins and knees back so you can see your own toes. Zip that low belly in. Draw your tailbone down to protect your low back. Take an inhale here. Exhale to stand, palms to prayer. Same exhale. Inhale, chair pose in Katasana, bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale your right leg back and up. Exhale the right foot forward in between the hands, spin the back heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up, warrior one. And pause. Front heel can line up with the back heel, or you can take a bit of a wider stance. Left toes face forward 45 degrees. Turn those hips to square to the front of the room. Draw that right hip back as you roll your left hip forward. Take an extra inhale here, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale the left foot forward in between the hands, spin your back heel down. Inhale, rise up. Pause and adjust your stance. Notice if your right shoulder is drifting back behind you, can you guide it forward to be on the same plane as your left? Find that square in your left knee. Inhale, reach up higher. Exhale, hands to the mat. Get out of there. Vinyasa or skip. We'll all meet in down dog. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. One more deep inhale through your nose. Let it go. Breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale the right foot forward in between the hands, down the ball of your back foot. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Add a small bend to your left knee as you come on up. By bending your left knee, you're allowing yourself to draw your hips beneath your shoulders. You're almost scooping your tailbone beneath your shoulders to find that long spine. Without lifting up any higher in your legs, press your left heel gently back. Maybe your left leg straightens just a little bit more. Palms rotate towards one another, maybe even spin towards the back of the room. Look 12 inches in front of your right foot for balance. You're going to stand up onto your right leg, bring your left knee in towards your heart. Set your left ankle above your right knee on top of the right thigh. Bend your standing leg as you sink your hips back like you're in chair pose. Arms can reach forward, or you can bring them to prayer, to your heart. Find that nice outer hip stretch on your left side. In your mind's eye, see warrior 3. Unravel your left leg, extend it back behind you, heart tips forward. Find that uppercase T shape with your body, or hands can be on 2 high blocks under each of your shoulders if you like. Or if your arms are too heavy, reach your arms back behind you also is an option. Vertical splits, hands to the mat, left leg to the sky. Fold into your standing leg. Make sure your left toes are facing the earth. Bend your right knee deeply. Think crescent pose. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Reach your arms up to the sky. Spin your back heel down, warrior 2. Arms reach out to the side. Front heel lines up at the middle of the back foot or the back heel. Left toes turn forward just 10 degrees this time. Track that right knee forward so that your right shin is perpendicular to the mat. Heart opens to the left side wall as your gaze looks forward past your right fingertips. Breathe. Flip your right palm up, reverse, reach your right arm up and slightly back. Find that lateral stretch on the right side. Lower your right hand to the inside of your right foot, left arm up to the sky, side angle. Your right hand might find a block for assistance on the inside of your right foot, or you can bring your right forearm on top of your right thigh. Modify as you need. I know that right leg is talking. Look 12 inches in front of your right foot. Slide your right fingertips there. Shift your weight into your front leg as you find half moon. Stand on your right leg. Left leg lifts to the height of your hips. Your right hand might be up on a block here. Your left hand can also find your left hip. Flex your left toes. Turn them towards the left side wall. Think about stacking your left hip on top of your right. Bend your right knee deeply. Step back to warrior 2. Windmill your hands down. Step your right foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale the left foot forward in between your hands, down the ball of your back foot. Inhale, crescent, rise up. Soften your back knees. You can find that stacked spine. And gently press your right heel back, spinning your inner right thigh up towards the ceiling. Guide those front ribs down. So again, you find that long spine. Shoulders relax down as your fingers lift up. Look 12 inches in front of your left foot for balance. Shift your weight into your left foot. Come to stand on it as you bring your right knee in towards your chest. Heavy in your inner left foot. Strongly press down with your standing leg. Set your right ankle on top of your left thigh, just above the knee. And bend your standing leg as you find chair pose in your hips. Arms outstretched in front of you, or bring palms to prayer at your heart. Maybe your forearms might touch your shins if that is in your wheelhouse. In your mind's eye, see warrior 3. Unravel your right leg, extend it back behind you, heart tips forward, uppercase T of the body. Remember, your arms can be supported in a number of ways, reaching them back behind you or setting them down on blocks. If you really want to amp it up, reach your arms forward. Right toes face out. And very gently lower your hands down to the mat. Vertical splits. Relax your neck. It's as if you're doing a forward fold just on one leg, and this eventually will take you up into a handstand. Bend your left knee deeply, think crescent pose. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Reach your arms up to the sky, or on the ball of the back foot for now. Warrior 2, spin your back heel down, arms out to the sides. Make sure your left knee is not knocking in. The left knee is directly over the center of that left ankle. Guide your left outer hip in towards the center line of your mat. Back leg is strong. Relax those shoulders as you keep your arms engaged. Flip your left palm up, reverse with your left arm up and back. Your right hand is so light. Gaze might look up under your left arm. Set your left hand down on the inside of your left foot, right arm up to the sky, side angle. Your left hand might want to block or come up on top of your left thigh. Wherever you're at, lengthen those ribs. Notice if your left ribs want to rainbow and make a U shape off the ground. Can you grow them towards the front of the mat? Look 12 inches in front of your left foot. Slide your left fingertips to block there. Shift your weight into your left foot. Half moon. Right leg lifts up as you're standing, leg straightens. It's like a leg press for that front leg. Flex your right toes, turn them to the right. Heavy in your inner standing foot. Think growth in all 4 directions here. You might even play with hovering your left fingertips. Maybe palms to prayer. There's always room to play. Bend your left knee deeply. Warrior 2, as graceful as you can. And windmill those hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Side out your mouth. Again, deep inhale through the nose. And side out. Lower to your knees, child's pose. Close your eyes and just take a moment to recalibrate with your body. Walk your hands back. Now come up onto your knees. Set your knees hips distance apart. We're going to work with the camel today. If you have 2 blocks, they are awesome for assistance, but you don't necessarily need them. I'll show you 2 ways to do it. Everybody tuck your toes. Look down at your hips. See that they're stacked over your knees. You want to keep that alignment. You never want your hips to be too far forward or behind. Now roll your shoulders back. Find an upper back bend. Your gaze is already lifting. Bring your hands to your tailbone. Your palms are on your tailbone. Fingers turn down. This is stage 1. You can stay here and just find that nice opening in your chest. If you like, you might reach for blocks on the highest setting, set them down outside of each of your ankles. As you draw your hips forward, rolling your shoulders back, you might set your fingertips down on top of these blocks as you lift your heart for that upper back bend. If you find any pain in your low back, just ease up, take it down a notch. Some of us who are really open might bring your hands down onto the heels. Your throat remains open. A few rests here. And gently find your way back up. Lower your hips down to your heels. Release your toes down, sit on the heels. And just find a neutral spine for a moment. Remove your blocks off to the side. Face the long edge of your mat and find a wide-legged seat. It's comfortable to have your heels on the mat instead of on hard floor, if that's what you're working with. Take a hold of your glutes one at a time. Shift them back behind you so your sitting bones are down on the mat. Toes generally point up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist to the right, fold over your right leg. Just an option, if you'd like to add a little twist, you can bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right foot and reach your right arm back behind your right hip, diagonally back. So your arms are reaching in opposite directions. You don't have to do this at all, it's just an extra little option if you want to find a deeper stretch on the left side. Make your way back to center wherever you are. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky at center. And exhale, twist to your left, fold over your left leg. You'll notice your weight shifts into your left sitting bone and your left heel. Your right sitting bone might lift. That's completely normal. Stay here if you like. Bring your right fingertips to the outer left foot. Reach your left arm diagonally back behind you, exactly in the same line as your front arm. You're reaching back past your left hip. You come back to center. Take both hands, grab a hold of your left thigh just above the knee. And like a log, just bring that left leg up to meet your right at the front of the mat. Shake your legs out. Face the front of the room. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Knees open wide out to the side. Hands will take a hold of the soles of your feet like a book. So your thumbs are on the bottoms of your feet, actually on your soles, and your other four fingers on the tops of your feet. Use your elbows to gently press your knees down to the sides. Away from one another. Perhaps you draw your heart forward through your arms and round your back as you fold forward. Roll your spine up. Take your hands under your knees. Close them like a book. Scoot a little bit forward and roll all the way onto your back. We'll find some twists here. Left leg is long. Bring your right knee in towards your heart. Shift your hips to the right an inch. Use your left hand to take the right knee across the body to your left. Reach your right arm out to the side. Palm face up. Gaze looks towards that right arm. If you like some more here, you can always extend your right leg to become straight and slide your left hand down that right leg. Maybe one day you'll find the calf or ankle. Come back to center, switch sides, reach your right leg long, left knee in towards your heart. Shift your hips, to your left an inch. Right hand takes the left knee across the body to the right. Release your left arm out to the left, palm faces up. Your gaze will look left. And return to your back, find neutral. Draw both knees in towards your heart, hands split your inner thighs, reach for the outer feet, flex the toes back, happy baby. Your hands draw those knees down towards your outer ribs. Gently guide your tailbone down towards the mat. Look for a long, flat back. Can you glue your shoulder heads down to the mat as well? And draw your knees in towards your heart. Close your eyes, hands over your shins, through your knees. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Side out. Release Shavasana. Let your legs go out to the front corners of your mat. Arms roll away from the sides. And your final resting pose. Allow yourself to let go of any tension, any effort. And settle into the benefits of your practice. Gently bring your awareness back into your body. Welcome some breath back into those lungs. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Open and close your hands. Point your toes forward. Reach your arms back over your head. Give yourself a nice lengthening stretch. Roll off to your favorite side. Bend your knees in towards your heart. Bottom arm acts as a pillow. With your eyes still closed, press up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. Hands can rest however you like. Just sit up tall. And gently lean your head to the right. Roll your head forward and over to your left. And bring the skull back to center. Watch your breath. One last breath together. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Namaste, everybody.